what we know is goodwill refers to the reputation of the business, which enables it to earn relatively more profit as satisfied customers will come again and again in future. And goodwill of firm enables it to earn higher profits, okay, in comparison to the normal profits earned by the similar firms in the same trade. Okay, this is what is a special feature. यदि किसी firm का goodwill है, तो yes, we as a customer would like to go to that firm again and again and purchase a goods there from. Now, because of their reputation, okay, that enables them to earn some more profit because of the more sales. Okay, that is what is the point. They are able to earn some more profit than the normal profits. They are able to earn some more profit than the other firms into the similar business. Okay, that is how the reputation works in the market. Okay, now here an important statement है, like it can also be defined as an excess amount paid for a business over and above its net worth. So whenever like we are into a business purchase, suppose firm A purchases a business of firm B. Okay. तो firm B का net worth is 5 lakh rupees, and if in any case we are paying something more than the net worth B का business purchase कर रहे हैं, net worth is 5 lakh, and we are paying 5 lakh 50,000. We are paying 50,000 in excess, so that will be treated as goodwill. So it is nothing but an excess amount paid for a business over and above its net worth. Now, goodwill is a fixed asset. Okay, but not a tangible asset. We all know that. Okay, and one more important one-marker question: it is an intangible asset, but not a fictitious asset. Need for valuation of goodwill. When are we supposed to have the valuation of goodwill? So we have these 5 circumstances. Out of this, like 3 are the chapters with us. First 3, we can see that the change in the profit sharing ratio. Whenever there is a change in profit sharing ratio, we will have to have a value of goodwill. Second, whenever there is an admission of a partner, yes, we need to have a value of goodwill. Whenever we have a retirement or a death of a partner, we need to have a value of goodwill. We need to. So these are the 3 or 4 chapters, upcoming chapters after reconstitution, in fact, right? And apart from that, we have sale of business also. So at the time of sale of business also, goodwill is valued. And most importantly, the last one is about the amalgamation of 2 firms, right? Now, moving ahead, we have various methods of valuation of goodwill. Okay, so as per the book, generally we have 3, but I have divided into 5. 5 methods are there. Okay, the first method we can see on the screen is simple average profit method. Okay, that in this method we need to go for 2 steps. Step 1, to calculate the average profit. Step 2, to calculate the goodwill. How do we calculate average profit? Average profit is simply the formula of mean has been applied over here. Mean आप लोगों ने class 11 में किया था stats में. The same thing will repeat over here. We will be having the profit and the number of years, right? 3 years profit is given. So let us get the total of the profit of 3 years and divide by 3. Correct. So that will give us average profit. Formula for mean, I'm sure like everybody remembers, that is sigma x upon n. Okay, so the same formula we need to apply over here. Next is goodwill. How do we calculate goodwill over here? So goodwill is something, the average profit into the number of years purchased. Right? Goodwill is equal to average profit into number of years purchased. Now, what is this number of years purchased? The information will be given to us in the question directly. 2 years purchase, 3 years purchase. So we need to multiply directly over there. Now, what is the logic behind this number of years purchase? Okay, so basically this is the time period taken by the vendor company to establish some status in the market. Because जो भी purchasing company होगा, so they will start yielding the benefit right from day 1. Correct? They need not to struggle as the new firms do. Okay, so that's what are the number of years the vendor company has taken it to establish their firm. So those number of years are taken over here. Now, one important adjustment has to be considered over here. That is related to the past profits needs to be adjusted. What all adjustments are to be taken care of. Okay, so this is over here. Abnormal loss, right? If there is any abnormal loss, so that will have to be added back. And if there is any abnormal income, so that will be deducted to arrive at the profit of a normal year. Because whenever we calculate the value of goodwill, we need to have the normal profits of a normal year. So whichever abnormal profits and losses are there, they need to be adjusted. I repeat, abnormal losses will be added back, abnormal incomes will be deducted. Abnormal over here simply means a non-operating. Non-operating का मतलब like loss by fire, ठीक है, that's an abnormal loss. Insurance claim received, it's not a business income, it's an abnormal income, right? So the amounts which are not the business expenses or incomes, we treat it as abnormal. Income from investments, if any income is there from investments, it's a non-operating income, so that needs to be adjusted, right? So that will be deducted as it is not an operating income. Okay, next is the normal expenses, if any. Normal expenses, like you talk about the insurance amount to be paid, rent to be paid, salary to be paid. If such adjustments are there, so they are to be deducted, okay, to get the normal profit. And if any normal income is there, that will be added. So abnormal loss, add, abnormal income, deduct. Any income from investments and all, non-operating, has to be deducted. Any income from investments, that will be deducted. Normal expenses, if any, which was not considered earlier, will have to be deducted, right? This is simple average profit method right now, and the adjustments of the profits. Okay, let us go through the sums of simple average profit method. The sum is goodwill of the firm is valued at 2.5 years purchase of the average profits of the last 5 years. 2.5 years purchase of average profit of last 5 years. The profits of the last 5 years can be seen as rupees 18,000, 24, 9,000 is a loss, 27,000 and 40,000. Right? Compute the value of the goodwill. Whenever like it is a simple average profit method, I told you I need to follow 2 steps over there. The first one is to have average profit, right? Average profit will be equal to, the formula was easy for us to determine. Okay, this is the total of profit to be divided by number of years. Okay, this is how we solve the average profit. Okay, so I have profit of all the 5 years, including loss for 1 year. So let me place again the formula. Average profit will be equal to 18,000 plus 24,000. Third year, it's a loss. I need to deduct that. Okay, plus 27,000 and plus 40,000. Okay, and this has to be divided by number of years. How many years profit has been taken? 5 years. So divided by 5. So this is how we need to calculate. Now I want you to give me the answer, please. Calculate the total profit.
1 lakh.
1 lakh rupees to be divided by 5. Okay, so that will be 20,000 rupees. Average profit formula, total profit divided by number of years. It's a very, very simple step, right? So I have just shown you the addition of all the 5 years, divided by 5, that's average profit. Now the second step. Second step is to calculate goodwill. Only 2 steps are there in first method. Goodwill is equal to average profit into number of years purchase. So let us apply the values over here. So goodwill will be equal to average profit, amount calculated is 20,000 into the number of years purchase. How many years purchase? I already underlined over there.
2.5.
2.5. So 2.5. Correct. So 20,000 into
50,000.
that is
50,000.
right. So 50,000 is the value of goodwill. So I'm done with this particular part in this sum particularly. If anyone has to ask anything, please ask. Otherwise, it is as simple as this. Following are the profits of the firm for the last 3 years. for 2017 is rupees 40,000 is the profit given to us, including profit on sale of land. Profit on sale of land. Okay, so that is an abnormal profit that will be deducted. For 2018, the profit is 50,000, including 10,000 loss on sale of machinery. Again, this is non-operating, so abnormal will have to be added back because it's a loss. For 2019, it is 45,000, excluding 5,000 payable for insurance premium. Now, insurance premium is a normal expense. वो treat नहीं किया था, effect नहीं दिया था, so we need to give the effect now. So we'll deduct this, right? One is abnormal profit, two is abnormal loss, third is normal expense, right? All the three adjustments are covered over here. How do we need to work on the profits? So you can see that this is a table. I would like to present myself in front of you in this way. Year-end profit, the information given, I have just simply copied over there. 17, 18, 19, 40, 50, 45. Now what all corrections are required for the year 2017? It's a profit on sale of land. It's an abnormal income, so that has to be deducted. 2018, 10,000 loss on sale of machinery. It's an abnormal loss that will be added. Third year, 5,000 payable for insurance premium. It's a normal expense, so 5,000 will be deducted. Okay. Done. Now let us get the rectified profit. So 40,000 minus 5 is 35,000. 50 plus 10 is 16. 45 minus 5 is 40,000. Right? Let us get the total of these three profits.
1,35,000.
135,000. Okay. Now I need to follow those two steps. First step is to calculate the average profit. Okay. Average profit is equal to, I'm not writing the formula now, the total profits to be divided by number of years. The total profit, I can see that that's 1,35,000 to be divided by 3. Okay, so that will be equal to 45,000.
45,000.
Okay. Average profit aa gaya. Now goodwill. So goodwill will be equal to, I'm again not writing the formula, right? Goodwill is equal to average profit into number of years purchase. Average profit calculated is 45,000 into number of years purchase. We can see that it's 2 years purchase. So multiply by 2.
2 years.
That will be
90,000.
90,000. Okay. So I'm done with this particular sum also. Weighted average profit method. In this method, each year's profit is assigned a weight in a manner so that the recent year's profit is given the highest weight and the least weight is given to the starting year. We already have gone through that. What are the steps? First one, abnormal profits or losses to be adjusted if any. Second, normal profits are multiplied with the respective weights. Once you get the normal profits, multiply with the respective weights. Thereafter, weighted average profit is computed, that is total of product of profits upon total of weights. And then calculate goodwill. Goodwill is weighted average profit into number of years purchased. We have already done that. And when are we supposed to use this method, right? So this method is preferred when profits depict a rising or a falling trend over a given period of time. Okay, generally it is believed that if the profits show the increasing trend, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 or randomly any amount, but the profits increasing, okay, in that case, we use weighted average profit method, or even in the reverse case also, if the profits show continuously a falling trend, then also we should use the weighted average profit method. This can be a one-marker question also. When are we supposed to use this method? So when the trend of the profits show the increasing trend or the decreasing trend, right? Question number 7. Over here again, 2 steps are required. Okay, 2 steps are, first is to calculate the average weighted average profit, and second is to calculate goodwill. What are we supposed to do? We'll have to prepare this table. Year-end profit I have copied as it is. Let us read the question. The profit of the firm for the last 5 years were as follows: 2015, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So whatever the amount of profit is given, I have copied as it is over here, year-end profit column, right? Now, calculate goodwill on the basis of 2 years purchase of weighted average profits. The weights are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weights are already given, always given to us. Okay, then let me place the weights over here in the weight column. I'm sure like weighted mean आप लोगों ने किया होगा 11th में, तो ये पूरा as it is copy हो रहा है, right? So weighted mean के हिसाब से weights are recorded over there. Now we need to get the product of profit and weight. So 19,000 into 1 is 19,000.
19,000. 50,000.
50. 81. 30 into 4 is 120.
120.
33 5s are 165.
165.
Okay. Now I want you to get the total of weight and the total of the product. Total of weight is simple. That's 15. Okay. Now tell me the total of the product over here.
4,35,000.
4,35,000. Okay. Now the two steps, as I told you, again the same way. We need to calculate the weighted average profit. Okay. Let me calculate over here. Weighted average profit is equal to the total of the product. Okay. Let me write the formula. Total of product upon total of weight. Okay, अगर आपको याद हो formula तो sigma xw upon sigma w was the formula for mean. The same thing is applied over here. So weighted average profit is equal to total of product is 4,35,000 to be divided by 15. Yes, answer will be
29.
29. Okay, तो ये weighted average profit आ गया. Now let us calculate goodwill. Okay, so goodwill will be equal to, I'm not writing, okay, let me write the formula. Weighted average profit into the same formula, number of years purchase. Right? So goodwill will be equal to 29,000 into how many years purchase? It is 2 years purchase, right? So into 2. Okay, so that will be equal to 58,000. Right? So that's all for this particular sum. Weighted average profit में अगर कोई sum important है तो this is the one. Okay, because in this like we have some adjustment which has to be taken care of. Okay, find the goodwill of the firm on the basis of 2 years purchase of the weighted average profit of last 4 years. The profit of last 4 years were 2016, 17, 18 and 19. Okay, the 4 years profit has been given. The weights has been assigned 1, 2, 3, 4. तो जैसे ही weights आ जाता है question में तो it should click to our mind कि yes we are supposed to use weighted average method. Okay. On scrutiny, it was found that okay these 3 adjustments I was talking to you, which are not very common. On 1st of January 2018, heavy repair made on plant amounting to rupees 8,000 was charged to revenue account. Okay. Now let us understand the meaning of this particular statement. Okay. You are told that like it's a huge expenditure, a heavy repair. When you are talking about the heavy repair, it should be treated as a capital expenditure. And being a capital expenditure, it should come in assets. But what is a mistake? Was charged to revenue account. Okay, revenue account is something related to profit and loss account. Okay. Asset was there by mistake. We have shown it as an expense in profit and loss account. Now, the said sum is agreed to be capitalized for the goodwill computation. So we need to correct it. And because it is an asset, so this is subject to 10% depreciation per annum on straight line method. It is basically an asset, a capital expenditure, but by mistake, it has been treated as revenue expenditure. And being a revenue expenditure, it has been shown in profit and loss account. Correct? And for calculation of goodwill, we need to rectify this error. And to rectify this error, we need to treat it as an asset. If we treat it as an asset, तो depreciation बनता है 10% is the rate as per straight line method. Second is the closing stock. The closing stock of 2017 and 19 were overvalued by rupees 1,000 and 2,000 respectively. If closing stock is overvalued, right? So in that particular year, closing stock, we all know that it appears on the credit side of trading account. Because it is appearing on the credit side, that shows the profit must have been increased by that amount, right? So we need to reduce the profit in that particular year. That is also very important adjustment. We'll come and solve in detail over there. And third is to cover the management cost. An annual charge of 3,000 should be made for goodwill valuation. Okay, the management cost has to be there for the calculation of goodwill, and annual charge is there. Annual charge का मतलब है कि every year this management cost has to be covered. Okay. Now, how do we start with? This is a table showing the rectified profits. Okay, we have profits over here. The profits which are given over here, I simply have copied these four amounts: 20, 30, 25 and 38. As it is, I have copied, right? Now, the first adjustment, capital expenditure treated as revenue expenditure. Okay, now rectified. Got it? In which year it took place? In the year on 1st of January 2018. So 2018 में चलते हैं. 1st of January. Now can you tell me which will be the accounting year like? It will be from April to March or January to December?
April to March.
April to March should be there, but in this sum particularly you can see that this is 2016, 2017. Individual years are given, right? So when individual year is given, okay, that shows the year ending is December. Okay, it is December ending. If it was like 16, 17, 17, 18, so in that case we take it as April to March. But when a single year is mentioned in the question, we need to take it as the December ending, right? So let us come to 2018 over here. I'm sure like you can see the screen on the right hand side. In 2018, it was a heavy repair made, so by mistake it was treated as an expense. Okay, so we are reducing the expense and treating it as an asset now. Okay, so now rectifying. Okay, so when expenses reduces, asset increases, it's a profit. That's why we are increasing the profit over here by rupees 8,000. But the same adjustment, like we are told that this is subject to 10% depreciation on straight line method. Okay, so we need to provide for depreciation over here. Depreciation will be there, okay, at the rate of 10%, okay, and that is straight line method. When you're talking about depreciation, so I'm sure like we all know that that is to be deducted because it is treated as an expense. Now I have to deduct this in the year 2018 as well as in the year 2019. The reason is very clear. The reason is very clear over here. It is something related to, like the depreciation when you are treating as an asset in the year 2018. So we need to charge depreciation in the year 2018 as well as in the year 2019 because we haven't sold the asset. So asset will remain as it is. So in the books we need to show it like that. Okay. Now after depreciation, the second adjustment is regarding the closing stock. Closing stock is overvalued, right? When closing stock is overvalued, I have told you the profits are shown at an increased value. So let us reduce the profit in that particular year. Closing stock overvalued. Okay. In the year 2017 and 19, so let me deduct the profit 1,000 and 2,000. Okay, the profits have been reduced. Closing stock overvalued. Now we all know that the closing stock of any year becomes the opening stock of next year, right? The opening stock be overvalued hoga. So opening stock of next year, if it is overvalued, we'll have to rectify that. And opening stock appears on the debit side. So our profits have reduced in that year. Okay, then we need to increase the profit. So opening stock overvalued. This is not mentioned anywhere in the question. So you have to get it by default by yourself. If closing stock of 2017, then that will become opening stock of 2018, and hereby I'll increase the profit. Now 2019 का भी closing stock है, but we don't have 2020 with us in the sum. So that's why the closing stock of 2019 is not given the second effect as opening stock, right? So this is what is all about the second adjustment. Third adjustment is very simple. A management cost has to be covered. Management cost, annual management cost, right? The word is annual. So we need to cover up the cost amounting to rupees 3,000. that needs to be treated as an expense and to be deducted in all the 4 years, right? 3,000. Okay. So I'm done with the calculations right now. First adjustment की बात करते हैं फिर से. It is a heavy repair, right? When you talk about heavy repair, basically it talks about the capital expenditure. Please take it, right? Capital expenditure. अब being a capital expenditure, that has to go to balance sheet. लेकिन हमने क्या गलती करी? Balance sheet में show ना करके, we have shown it in profit and loss account. ठीक है? That's a mistake. And profit and loss account में show किया होगा तो expenses ज़्यादा show करें. तो उस साल का expenses क्योंकि ज़्यादा show करें तो अब हमें expenses को कम करना है. We are here to rectify the error. So अगर expenses कम करेंगे तो profit increase होगा. And that's why this has been added over here first amount. ठीक है? Now, because it is an asset, the depreciation has to be charged. It is in the year 2018. After that, we are given 2019, 10% straight and method. The amount remains the same. So that's why 800 has been taken as a depreciation for both the years, 2018 and 19. Right? Second is closing stock is overvalued. Closing stock overvalued का मतलब ये है कि like closing stock we all know कि trading account में credit में show करते हैं. अगर क्रेडिट साइड हमने ज्यादा शो किया है तो उस साल का प्रॉफिट भी तो ज्यादा शो करेगा, राइट? So we need to reduce the profit of that particular year in which the closing stock has been overvalued. So that's why you can see that in the year 2017, in the year 2019, because of the closing stock overvalued, the profit was shown more. Now we need to reduce, so we are deducting over here. ठीक है? Now, another fact related to closing stock is the opening stock. We all know like closing stock of any year will become the opening stock of the next year. 2017 का closing stock, 2018 का opening stock होगा. Opening stock अगर हमने ज़्यादा show किया होगा, तो उस साल का हमने expenses ज़्यादा show किया, मतलब हमने profit को कम show करा है. So we are rectifying the error over here. So we need to increase the profit. So that's why like 1000 has been added. Because of 2017 closing stock, 2018 opening stock. Now 2019 का भी closing stock overvalued है, तो उसका इफेक्ट कहाँ जाएगा? 2020 में, लेकिन वो हमारे सम में नहीं है, इसीलिए मैंने उसका सेकंड इफेक्ट नहीं दिया. थर्ड एडजस्टमेंट इज वेरी सिंपल. मैनेजमेंट कॉस्ट कवर करना है, एनुअल चार्ज है, ठीक है, कवर कर लिया. नाउ द रेक्टिफाइड प्रॉफिट्स, राइट? रेक्टिफाइड प्रॉफिट्स. Let us take this. 20 minus 3 will be 17, 33,
26,000.
26. The plus कर रहा था, sorry. 25, 33, 30, 31, 30,200 something. 38, 33, 32, 200. Now let us, we all know the weighted average profit, right? Here profit is given, weight 1, 2, 3, 4 is given. Let us take the product. 17,000 into 1 will be 17,000. 26 2s are 52.
52,000. 9,600.
And 32 200. So 128 800 something. Yeah. Okay, now get the total. 128 218 220 270 287, 288, 400 something. Let me solve it over here on the other side, left hand side. Weighted average profit will be equal to, weighted average profit is equal to, the formula is the total of product, okay, upon the total of weights. ठीक है? Let us apply the formula over here. Weighted average profit is equal to, the values are 2,88,400 to be divided by 10. Okay, so that will be 28,840. ठीक है? Now goodwill. Goodwill is equal to weighted average profit into number of years purchase. Okay, so goodwill is equal to, weighted average profit can be seen as 28,840 into how many years purchase it was? I think like 2 years purchase, right? So into 2. Yes. 56, 57.
57, 680. 680.
Okay. So we are done with this sum, right?